What? Hey.
Wait, where am I? I'm not here. Oh, wait. There I am.
You were in a bottle.
The beer is in the way. Hey, man, you know what it is, y'all. Savage AF is the name of the show. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. That's our motto. We are here for you guys live Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. I'm Pedro. Pedro, that is.
That is Black Pedro, and I am Lord and God of all I survey, and yet I own nothing. No, I'm
Lord of all I survey.
Yes.
You know what it is, man. Like I said, we're here for you guys Monday through Friday. You know what it is. Cheers to anybody who's drinking. If you ever miss us live, you're drunk. Give me your car keys, all right? Your life is fucked up. But you can find redemption and sobriety through the form of our YouTube page. In our YouTube channel, we have all the shows archived there. It's youtube.com/C, like the letter C, / Savage AF World, all one word. It's scrolling.
It's always scrolling. And when you get there, say you get there and you happen to be there and you're there and you're there and you might as well, when you're there, then you do this. You click the bell. You make sure you click the bell. And you know what? You're already there. Say you're already there. What are you gonna turn around for? Drive all the way to back? Just
what
while
you doing?
Yeah. What the fuck?
With these gas prices, come on.
Yeah, you might as well stay there and do this. Give us some thumbs up. Make sure you give us the thumbs up. If you give us the thumbs up, you're a better person and your life is better. Oh, let me fix the seat. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. We got some people in the feed, but I wanted to let y'all also know. Make sure that you check us out on a thing that is dire consequences for the country if you don't do this. And if you don't follow this young man, catastrophe will happen to you and your family.
I'll make
at Black Pedro. Yes, at Black Pedro. Make sure you follow at Black Pedro. Stop mucking around. Stop mucking around because we're in the first 5 minutes.
Stop frucking.
Yeah. Also, make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. Listen, like, subscribe, very important to us, but we appreciate you for that. And before we get into the show, because we got to rock right into the show, that's a piece of popcorn.
Colonel, we're going to call you Colonel Sanders.
I need y'all to go to YouTube and do me a favor. There's a special on YouTube.
Oh, man, I forgot.
It's very special. Very, very special. It's
very special.
Yeah, it's called Black and Pedro. Type in Black and Pedro. Make sure you watch it. Do it for you, your family, and your friends. Don't make me tell you twice. All right?
Do it for the community.
And exactly. And make sure that you share it. If you don't share it, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to heat up a frying pan. I'm going to come over and I'm going to hit you with a hot frying pan. When's the last time that happened to you and your family? And I mean everybody in your family, all the way down to the dog.
Everybody gets hot biscuits, y'all. Speaking of hot biscuits, we got the ladies are holding it down tonight. All our little hot biscuit ladies. Maya Baker's here. What up, Dow? Holding it down for the Tuxans. Nicole H, that's you. Sorry if we interrupt your nap time sometimes.
Yeah, but hey, listen, you little whore. Let me tell you.
Oh God, Breezy JJ's, I see you.
I'm kidding.
Vonda's in the building. No other Miranda. What up, Dow? Facebook user. Yeah, man, let's go. All right, my mama's here. Her new nickname, by the way, is Big Mama Solar.
Nothing wrong with that.
We're going to call her Mama Soledad because as of right now, my mother has, as of today, she now has solar panels on her roof.
Oh.
And just a couple of inspections away from being fully off the grid. But Nevada Energy has to come out and inspect. And then the company that installed the panels has to come out and inspect.
So Lolita Hernandez, you don't owe shit to the man. Now you run it.
We're gonna call her Glow Leader. Because she's just gonna be shining. Glow Leader.
Yeah. We don't care about everybody else's power going down. My power is from the sun.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there roasting and boiling water and all kind of stuff.
All kind of stuff. And Nicole H., why you got to bring up that I killed dogs? I didn't kill dogs. I killed dog.
One dog, and all of a sudden you're a serial
dog killer. But I would kill more dogs if I could get away with it.
K9 aside. All right, man. We're gonna get into this show, man, because we gotta keep it pushing. Push. That's what we do. Savage AF. Are we past 5 minutes? Ooh, just passed it. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. That's our motto, man. Don't come with that emotional bullshit.
Yeah, you little sensitive bitches. Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that. Little sensitive bitches. Go ride the whip. Go ride the whip. I don't know what happened just now. I turned into E40. You little sensitive bitch. All right.
You know what it is, y'all? Listen, it's Monday, August 29th, 2022 in the time space continuing.
The rundown is coming. Look out.
Black Pedro, comedian Shang, your daily run up today. All right, we're not the kind of show that runs things down for you. We run up on your ass. Fresh squeeze?
Oh.
That's the best. All right, in our Shangry today, which we're gonna end with, we're gonna talk about your main boy, Lindsay Flim Flam. Graham Bam, thank you, ma'am. Cracker, Dacker, Black Attacker. Before we get into that, though, your Black Pedro popping today. We are going to talk about virtual racism. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Before we get into that, though, we do have a motherfucker say what for you?
Yes.
I'm just going to give you a little hint. You won't believe what this dude has done to gain access to his Tesla. Let's talk about it. But before we get into it again, it's August 29th, 2022, the year of your Lord.
It is August is almost over, and we're into the fall pretty much.
We're about to fall into it. Yeah. Hi-Yo Silver away. The Lone Rangers are out. We announced last week. Well, not that we announced. It wasn't our announcement to make.
Well, it was kind of our announcement. Let's be real.
We talked about it.
Put it this way: you wouldn't know about it if it wasn't for Savage AF.
That's
right. We brought it to you. You know what else? We told you about all the things that's going on in the world. That's why this show is so goddamn popular. Tell your friends and family that join the Savage Revolution.
Our fingers on the pulse. Anyways, we talked about Joseph Robinette Biden, the president of the United States, who announced his loan forgiveness program, $10,000 for anybody who makes less than $125,000, $20,000 for anybody who is a Pell Grant recipient, a cap on the percentage of your salary that you can pay, so no more than 5%, as well as a cap on the length of your payments. So
basically,
after 20 years, no matter what you paid, you'll be done.
Get a loan. You get a loan. Yeah.
Everybody gets a loan.
Okay, now.
But wait. So, what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, hold on, but wait. I know that sounds like right. I know it sounds like there's a lot of good stuff happening, but guess what? When it comes to the GOP, not so fast.
Fuckery, duckery, dickery, doc. All right, so I'm uploading an image as we speak. Well, I'm looking for it as we speak, and then I'm going to upload it.
Right.
But speaking of the GOP, obviously panties got bunched up, thongs ended up inside of assholes because these guys they really, really get upset when you try to help lower middle class or poor people. Like it really, really is highly upsetting to these people. One of these people we've talked about. Newly released from a gorilla sanctuary in the Congo is Marjorie Silverback Taylor Greene. She's been one of those voices who has been dead set against, and well, what about the people that paid? And I paid my fair share, and just because you don't want to, you want to be a barista at Starbucks and don't want to pay. What about the pay? We can't just be giving money away, man. And what about the inflation, man? And the man, bitch, shut your ass up and eat a dick. Shaped banana. Marjorie Taylor Greene, and this is a tweet from the White House itself. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she received $183,504 in PP loans that were forgiven. PPP loans. For those who forget, those are the with the payment protection program, where
Yeah.
it's like it allowed I think companies and employers to like keep their bankrolls or their what do you call it? Not bankroll, but the payroll going. Sorry,
Right.
and so there's her. I can
But
bring up
wait,
another
but hold
graphic.
up. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Okay. Not only her, but 5 other politicians that were talking about, hey, we don't want and Nazi Islam, assalamu alaikum. I see Nazi's in the feed. I want to let you know, not only her, but 5 other politicians that were, saying, hey, why do we got to pay blah, blah, blah. Listen, they all got loan forgiveness for this shit. It's not just her.
Can we see it here? Okay,
Yeah,
so she got the 183.5. Representative Mike Kelly got $987,000 in PPP loan
but
forgiveness.
it don't stop there, people.
Matt, I'll rape your middle school daughter, Gates. $482,000. Check out this dude, Vern Buchanan. Know what I mean, Vern?
$2.3
million.
Now check this out. Let me tell you a little bit about Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly was out there saying that these people shouldn't do it. They're deadbeats or this and that. This $987,237 actually bailed him the fuck out because he was really starting to teeter on being fucked over because of it. So it saved him. So for him to say that to the middle class people that need help, that been teetering, that been trying to get this shit together, is the hypocrisy of all hypocrisy.
Just trying to get groceries.
Just kind of get groceries, just trying to pay for childcare. All you bitches that are on the Republican Party, including Matt, I will fish your daughter Gates because I'm an evil person that fought He-Man. I don't know if you ever seen his forehead. It's so villain.
Yeah,
it looks like
it's a Magneto helmet, or
what the fuck he's doing.
It keeps Professor X out of his mind.
It is so crazy looking. Including him, these forgiveness loans, the PPP forgiveness loans, all put them in a position where they won't have to worry. Whereas in the people that do need them, like me or anybody else at our level, of course, fuck us, fuck the middle class, fuck the lower middle class. These are the people that always say they down for the fucking people, and the first thing they try to do is fist fuck the people without their fucking. Like, if you fist fuck somebody and they down for that, that's fine. But if you ain't down for fist fucking, that shit is horrible.
Bro, that's what Craigslist is for, right? You keep that shit there.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, so Damani Jones, welcome to the building. Always welcome, brother. Nicole H said them loans between Joe and God now. With all this talk of people like, yeah, these people are freeloaders, and what about me? I paid and blah, blah, blah. All right, man. That's what you paid. You paid your shit. Okay. Congratulate, pat on your fucking back.
Right.
Not everybody can do that shit. Some people need help. And guess what? It's not Amazon. It's not fucking Representative Mike Kelly or MTG or any of these motherfuckers, Matt Gates. These are the last people that need financial help from the U.S. government or the common taxpayer, which is what they all already got. I think we probably showed about $4 million worth of loans that were forgiven.
Loan forgiveness.
But yeah, my mother called Matt Gaetz Beavis and Butthead, or Butthead. He could be either one. He'd have to fight out one of the Trump sons for one of the slots, because they typically they are the Beavis and Butthead.
But that's not. And this show is going to be more that. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Okay, wait. Nazi says.
Speaking of groceries, food for thought. White supremacy.
You got it. You got it.
All right. White supremacy sits tenuously on a scaffold of myths, lies, and deceptions, but its physical reality sits firmly on a rock solid, rigged economic foundation.
Absolutely. Of course, Nazi. Of course, they don't want to see people that are black and brown come up. There's so many things set in place for black and brown people not to get ahead. That's why back in the day we couldn't buy homes. If you go back in the day with slavery, it was like, oh, we don't want you reading, because if you learn how to read, you could get killed for reading. So if we don't want you to read, that means we don't want you to get the knowledge. That's why people who came back from Vietnam couldn't get house loans, but white people who came back from Vietnam, they were just throwing house loans up their ass, even when
World
they
War
didn't want
II,
it.
like even World War II, like
World War II, that's a fact.
When the Federal Housing Act was enacted, it didn't act towards black people. Breezy JJ's does not begrudge anybody receiving that assistance. You know, again, these are people making less than $125,000 will receive $10,000 in loan forgiveness. And if you were a Pell Grant recipient, you'll get up to $20,000 in loan forgiveness. My mother says turtle face, meaning bitch McConnell, everybody's least favorite exoskeletal
baby
drinker. Soul drinker.
Why are his eyes his mouth? It's so crazy.
Soul drinker.
Yeah, I mean, and
she said turtle face went to school for $300, and you get what you pay for it because these motherfuckers have about a $300 education.
Yeah, but now let me just let y'all know there's people in the feed, and I see a lot of people in the feed. Shout out to Maya Baker, shout out to Breezy JJ, shout out to your moms, shout out to Damani Jones, shout out to Breezy Damani Jones. I want to say this, and people in the feed. If you look at it this way, this is the elite that always get the breaks, not wanting anybody else to get a break. So the hypocrisy that they're fucking like, oh yeah, we allowed to get a break, bitch, but you ain't allowed to get no break because you're not, and plus you're brown and you're black or whatever. And there's white people that took it to the face on loans. I know my school loan followed me forever. And so,
well, that's why I keep moving. I can't find me.
Yeah. You think you got me? You ain't got me. Hey, shucky ducky, bam. You know. So,
I'm saying, Batman, the fuck out of here.
But the bottom line is, this is what the Republican Party has been doing forever. That's why, if you look at the tax breaks they gave for the top 1% of 1%. Let me repeat that. It wasn't just the top 1%. It was the top 1%.
It's 1% of that
1% of that 1%. They gave them tax breaks where they gained more money than the top 99 bottom combined.
Of course. Now Z says, where were those clowns when all those banks and corporations were bailed out to the tune of billions during the housing crisis? Well, you know, even back then they were being hypocritical about that because, you know, banks were too big to fail. Remember that phrase?
Right. No, I remember that.
You can't let the banks fail, or you're gonna have to eat your neighbor. But
I will eat my neighbor.
But when it came to Barack Hussein Obama, our president at the time, bailing out something like the auto industry, which supports much of the middle and lower class as well, in terms of factory work and that and stuff. A lot of people were against that. Like, well, no, we can't just be giving money to GM and it was the best thing Obama did. Probably within that is that those loans got paid back relatively quickly, and it kept jobs and production going in America. But because that was more geared towards a blue collar demographic, there was a lot of white collar GOP backlash against that. But for the banks, all the white collars,
all the
Brooks
banks
Brothers
were like,
suits and your double Windsor knots, they had to be bailed out.
Okay, they had to be bailed out, but actually, if you look at the combination of either one, of course, the auto corporation should be bailed out because, I mean, I understand that there was still some corruption, but the motherfuckers, of course, you got to do that compared to the banks because the banks always have a position where, you know what, they will print more money to bail your ass out. Whereas they print money for them. They like for the banks, just like the banks can do the worst shit possible, make the bank's business decisions, and we're gonna bail them the fuck out no matter what. But they don't want to bail out people. Like, fuck people that actually need it. The Republicans with they bitch ass. And if anybody here that's watching this show that's Republican, I'm talking to you, bitch. Man, get out the way.
Bankers run the world, man. The second any world leader tries to talk against a bank, pew.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get slumped after this. Comedian Black Pedro crashes into a river.
You see Pedro talking, hey,
Skirt. Maya Baker says a class or caste system is what we're heading towards if the
Oh,
GOP
fuck yeah, I agree with
gets
that.
their
Do
way.
you agree with that, Pedro? I agree with that 1,000% because the bottom line is, of course, but that's why you have to eat the rich. I've been saying that. Like, if you look what happened in Egypt when they basically took Facebook and used it as a weapon against the government that was trying to basically fist fuck them. That's the 4th time I've used fist fucking this, and I'm going to keep going.
It's been a very fetishy show today.
It's going to be a record. But what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about, ladies.
Knuckle bundle.
No, but I'm telling you right now, if you look at how they did it, America's going to have to do that pertaining to this situation because the Republicans are not going to fucking back down from that because they're beholden to their fucking special interest groups that keep shoveling money into their asshole. Like they do, they shovel money.
And that's not where money goes, guys. I don't
but
care how many strip clubs you've been to. It's not where you should put your money.
But they get so many breaks. They get so many breaks in the GOP and the graphic you put up there. If you can't see from that shit, how these motherfuckers, Marjorie Taylor Greene talking shit, and they gave you $183,000.
Forgiven,
bitch.
Go forth and prosper. Breezy JJ says,
"Fucking Leafs, you gorilla hoe."
Breezy JJ says, right. The ones losing their homes were the ones who needed bailing out.
Right.
Not the banks.
Not the banks. But this is the thing. The Republicans always have been, let's help the elite. And the reason that the Democrats, even though they some bitches, the Democrats got a lot of bitch in them. And I'm already flipping again on, you know what I'm saying? Are they going to indict this orange cunt stick we got with all this fucking evidence they got on this bitch?
Lock him up.
Yeah. And all of the hypocrisy he said pertaining to Hillary Clinton. And you can't trust the person that, you know, that hides their emails. Motherfucker, you hit 15 boxes, bitch. You hit 15 boxes. And anybody still that supports this motherfucker, I don't want you to eat a bag of dicks. I don't want you to eat a field of dicks. I want you to eat a planet of dicks. Period.
That's acreage, y'all, that you really not handle. My mother talks about a lot of this sort of economic working class stuff in her book, Autopsy of an Engine. So we're gonna do a shameless plug for the fam right here. Everybody read Autopsy of an Engine. You can get it at LolitaHernandez.com.
Yes.
You know what it is.
His mother, by the way, is an author.
She's a published and awarded author.
Awarded author. And I believe we deserve applause. Not the slow football applause. Why didn't you give her that one? You got to give her. Yeah.
Bravo.
Bravo. Okay.
Now the Russians have already tried to get my computer, Nicole.
Oh, we've seen some Russian bots. I don't know if Nazi's still here. Yo, we've seen Russian bots in our feed where people they were just making weird comments and stuff. That's so I think that they're onto our show. And Nazi, I agree with you. Yeah.
Speaking of being onto something,
the Federal Reserve just prints money out of thin air with a computer keystroke. They could do the same regarding to these college loans, of course, but they don't want these people. They don't want. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Nazi.
They don't want you to be successful, America.
Right. I mean, and you got to think loan forgiveness. There's a lot of people that struggle.
I said it earlier.
Yeah, a lot of people are struggling. And imagine you got to choose between, I got to pay this loan off for this school loan from like 25, 30 years ago, or childcare. That's the kind of decisions. Whereas in Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Silverback Trapezoid Green, they don't have to make this. They don't have to make the fuck.
That's just how I try.
I don't know what that came out of nowhere. But look, they don't have to make life decisions like that. They don't have to. They've already been in a position of power and money and financial security where they don't have to do that. So that's why I'm like, fuck them all, especially Marjorie Taylor Greene, that crazy motherfucker. And she's getting all kind of. They're raising money off of the insurrection. She got money funneled up her asshole. Gonna use that again. She got it like one of those conveyor belts up her asshole.
It's like at the airport when your luggage comes down.
Right into her asshole. And because she was like saying we're America first, and we want to make sure,
yeah,
America first. Fuck yeah! What they're doing is they're trying to basically raise money off of the fact that they're saying, "Hey, send me money for the fact that we're not going to give you forgiveness for money that you had for school, but send us money to fight against that." Y'all don't see the fucking
free
giant
money
boulder of hypocrisy that's rolling over half the people out there, these dummies. And I'm gonna say it, it's the Caucasoids from the Caucasoid Mountains.
from the Caucasus Mountains.
They're the ones doing that. They don't want the general public or middle class, which they always say they champion, which they really fucking don't, Pedro. And me and you both know that ain't that facts.
That's not.
They want to fuck them over the most.
That's what it is. Nazi did say, and Breezy JJ's seconded that emotion. Seconded it. Also, education and healthcare should be free, like it is in most other countries around the world, especially developed nations, but not in the richest country in the world. That would be America. Breezy JJ's like, hey, this ain't America. This is capitalism, America place.
Capital or
we're Captain Capitalism. So. I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy in that we're gonna keep it pushing. But just know that these GOPers are constantly getting handouts. The Republicans are constantly giving handouts to the richest, the wealthiest, both individuals and corporations.
And giving hand jobs.
Right. And the second you try to hand sanitize, they call you a lazy jack off. And when they do stuff like that, it makes me say,
motherfucker, say what? Yeah. Motherfucker, say what? Say yeah.
All right, so this was one that literally I was like, motherfucker, say what? Apparently this dude went to I think a tattoo parlor,
right?
Got a local anesthetic, and had his Tesla chip implanted in the back of his hand so that he could, just tap to get into the car. There are also talks of him being able to update the chip with his financial information, credit cards, whatnot. So instead of Apple Pay, he'll just do backslap pay. Like, hey, bitch, bitch, I paid for that.
But I did a joke. That's on my. This is like 15 years ago. I did a joke about they're talking about putting chips in people's arms, and you can just go up to the bank and go boop. And I said they can't do that in the hood because there would be arm jackings every other day. Hey man, what happened? Nigga, it was armed robbery. See, pun. But
hey, somebody's at my door for some reason. So Shang, flow for a while.
Okay,
get these goddamn kids off my porch.
Hey man, what if that's the government coming to get Pedro? All right, the government came to get Pedro. Yeah, like no. I mean, honestly, this is the decadence of very rich people. Now, don't get me wrong. Teslas are fire.
I think it's some kind of political solicitation. So I'm gonna keep doing my show.
No, you said I'm not gonna fuck.
I'm not. I don't have time for that. I can't be signing petitions.
Or if they knock on the door, do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Pooh, kick to the chest, door locked immediately.
Why don't you say hello to him when you see him, bitch? But,
so here's the thing that fucked me up with this, right? Is that when the dude he was explaining about why he got the chip in his hand, this motherfucker literally said, "Well, you can't lose your hand." I'm like, bitch, tell that to Captain Hook, nigga. What do you mean?
Yeah, what do
you
mean?
Can't lose your hand. You could literally lose your hand in an accident in a Tesla.
There's so many movies. There's so many movies about that where we're trying to implant all of this information. And this is a fact. There's in Japan, they've been trying to do that anyway.
This nigga gonna be like, anybody see my keys? Anybody see my keys? I
then
left them right here.
And then he clicks his head.
My keys right
then he clicks his head and here. Oh shit. And then they see some crazy dude holding a hand. No, I mean the reason. Now, don't get me wrong. Teslas are fire. No, Teslas are.
Oh no, if it wasn't Elon Musk, if it wasn't for Elon Musk, I'd be all over it. But I'm done with Elon. There's other options out there. Nazi said maybe time to move again, Pedro. They have found you. I'm like, shit. I'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time from a new location. Bye.
Thank you guys for watching Savage AF. Oh shit. And all of a sudden you see
See
a
why
hand.
y'all always take it to different places? Now Nicole's like, it's the hobo trying to get in.
They will not let you get that way.
She hiding behind the solicitor. Oh God.
Hey Pedro, can we just talk for a minute?
Look, Breezy jumped in quick. It's the hobo ho. What's wrong with you? Y'all want this drama in my life?
That drama's
Why do
done.
y'all need? I'm past that. Okay.
But he said, well, he can't.
I'm on the even worse women. Trust me.
Wow, I am trying to get much more horrible hags in my life. But
She
the
left her
reason,
thong. She left her vitamin water. I hate all y'all right now. Y'all supposed to be
Miss
my
Adverb
friend.
is just going in.
Y'all supposed to be my friend.
Y'all are just wrong. Listen, the Tesla thing. When the thing is, this is something I predicted, and you can look it up. You can look it up. Go look at the Late Late Show and put my name in on YouTube, and you'll see what I did this literally a decade ago. I predicted that that's what's going to be happening. A lot of this stuff,
Negro dummies.
that's who I am. That they're going to be implanting chips not only for your ATM card, but to start your car and stuff like this. So I'm not surprised by it, but the logic of it, they said they've already done tests in Canada for this, and the infection rate, ready for this? 85% of the time people get severe infections from having this kind of thing done.
Oh no, it looks terrible. It's got to be the worst idea that you get. Like, I'm not even into chipping dogs. Some people are chipping their babies. I'm like, bro, just do your job and watch them.
You know what?
No,
I disagree. Chipping the babies, I'm down for that.
Whatever happened to the little bells on the shoes? They worked for the most part.
Nah, you can find them a little quicker on your phone. Oh shit, he's under the couch. Look at that kid. But no, I really do think that this is an example of what's going to happen in the future.
My mom's like, oh shit, do I need to come in there, slap a solar panel on someone? Mom, they're not weapons.
They're not weapons.
My mom gonna be at CVS. Bitch, I'm solar. Like, why you do that? Why you do that?
She smacked the sun out of her.
She got that solar swag on her. Look at her.
Yeah, but no, okay, wow, stop being lazy. Pedro, stop. What? Listen.
AJ Fit want to chime in with this. She's in them streets telling people her man is a comedian. Come on, dog. AJ, you supposed to be on my side, dog.
Right, AJ.
Bros
that was a little bit.
Bros before.
Now, okay, so now if they got the technology right, would you do that, Pedro? And I'm asking people to feed. Would you get a chip implanted in your arm that can actually control your ATM, can control your car? No, because if they can get if they can get it more of an organic based technology instead of just putting a fucking chip in your arm.
Listen, I don't ever want to have to Jason Bourne myself and like cut it open. So
yeah.
The government
like James Bond when they were tracking James Bond.
They had microchip. Yeah. Come on, man. Listen. Queen Bee, tell them stop being lazy. Just raise your kids. Use your key.
No.
The people annoying me now at my restaurant, motherfuckers are more and more starting to come in like, do you take Apple Pay? And we're like, no, we don't. And they're like, well, I don't have any cards on me. It's like, nigga, that's not the point of Apple Pay, dog. No. What if you drop your phone or break that shit?
Yeah,
like,
if your phone dies, you can't pay for anything.
Apple Pay is supposed to be so that you don't have to pull out your wallet, not so that you don't ever carry a wallet again, right? Like,
remember I lost my card. Remember I lost my card. And I had I mean, it's just for. But I got a new card now. But what I'm saying is. I think
see, Miss Adver said that is the point of Apple Pay, but no, it's not so that you never carry a card again. It's just so you don't have to pull it out. It's a little quicker to pull out your phone and tap.
But the reason me and Pedro disagree on that. You say you wouldn't do it.
We got the dogs chipped, ma.
Okay. See, so I absolutely think it is something of the future. It does make sense because I saw this movie called Total Recall, but it was actually the remake of Total Recall.
I never saw that one.
The new one where Colin Farrell's in it. And the phone is in your hand, where they implant it in your hand, and you literally just do like this, and the phone's in your hand.
You literally just
And you got to see it. It's a really good movie, by the way. You got to definitely watch it. The new one's actually better than the old one, like way better. So I can see that technology coming, and I embrace it because I think that is a good way to go. Now there are going to be people cutting motherfuckers' hands off and cutting people's arms off, and you got to be a hardcore thief to do that shit.
Yeah.
But you got to admit, to have the chip in your hand where you could do all your business would be convenient as fuck. And I'm not opposed to it. If
I mean,
they can get
your wallet, your card could still be in your hand.
I know, but in your hand,
inside your hand,
inside your hand. The
this
reason
is in hand.
But if your phone dies, unless you die, you got the chip in your hand. I agree with you.
Nigga, then what if you lose? But then what if you lose your hand? Like this dude was like, you can't lose your hand. I'm like, nigga, people lose hands daily, like daily, motherfucker. Like now you got no hand and no phone and no credit cards. Like this is the worst situation. Where you like, do y'all take elbow pay?
Yeah,
y'all take elbow.
I got 2 chips just in case because I know I lose my hand. I'm forgetful. And wow, Miss Adverb.
She gonna be nasty. She said men do use their hand for all their business. First of all,
you know what, Miss Adverb?
I don't know how you flicking your bean, but I assume it's with your hand too. Okay,
right.
And we know
and the thing is,
we know you flick the bean sometimes.
If you flicking your bean, you can start accidentally start racking up money.
Your rollover minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, my chip must have went off. What were you doing, Pedro?
What if the payment don't go through? They'd be like, "Sir, do you have another hand you could use?" You're like,
nah, it's just this one.
I just my only hand. So
wait,
yeah.
I forgot I got one.
Elbow pay, bitch. So yeah, I thought this was a bit extreme, yay futuristic, blah blah blah. But,
no, I actually I like it. I like it. I would do it if they. But again, I told you they did test. The reason I know about it is because I literally was writing jokes about it. They did a test. 80. I don't know the exact number, so don't but I'm close. Over 80% of the people got severe infections, not regular, hey, take some penicillin, you good infection, like severe infection where they had to be really aggressively treated because, and also when you get anything implanted in you, even if the thing they have on people's arms, that has to be readjusted because of your movement. So if you got it in your hand and you're doing it, it can actually, if it's right under the skin, it can slip in a position where it can cause you fucking problems, according to the thing I saw. So, but I absolutely would fucking do it. I would get a chip in my hand, and I would get a chip in my elbow. I would do it in a heartbeat because that shit would be dope. Like, boop. Yeah, ladies, pick whatever you want to get to eat. Oh, he's so he's so handy.
You so handsome.
Yeah. What's up, Steve? Mr. Bowman's in the building. No. So I'm going to ask the people, but then we're going to move on because we got to keep it moving. Would you get a chip implanted in your hand? I need a yes or no in the feed. Would you get a chip planted in your hand to use as an ATM card and as a chip to start your car? Yes or no? Wow. On. See, look at this. I knew they'd take it somewhere. Wow. You
I'm
put it in
the pictures right here. May as well put it in your cheek or cheeks. People don't generally lose a butt cheek. Unless you're Forrest Gump. I got shot in my buttocks.
Oh, God, they shot me.
I got shot in my buttocks. I'm seeing a lot of no's here. Stephen Bowman, welcome to it. Bronze is not down for it. Now,
okay, look,
he ain't falling for it.
Look, they're scanning retinas to enter doors at work.
But that's not an implant, right? And retinas retinas have like I think are like fingerprints. They kind of have like they're unique from individual to individual. So even like a retinal scan is very different than
cowards. All of you.
Like, I don't want motherfucking intel inside.
But that means that they can find you anywhere you want to go, because just like they use for pets, the chip is to find your pet, right? So the one thing the right wing corny motherfuckers always say is, well, they're going to track us, and they're going to track us because they thought they were shooting chips into people's arms with the virus, with the vaccine. But this is I don't know, man. I think I might opt to do it. If they get it together where it's not an over 80% infection rate. I absolutely would do it.
No implants.
Absolutely
for me,
would do
dog. It. All done with that. Plus, what happens if like niggas could just chop your hand off and steal your Tesla, dog? Like it's some savage mode. It's savage AF. Like, let's go savage, dog. Like, niggas acting like this dude literally said, you can't lose your hand. I'm like, all right, you testing
Slow
me
down.
now.
But
Like,
I would do
I
it.
don't want to go chop your shit off just to be like,
I would do it.
see your hand, let your hand go.
Okay, me and Paige are gonna disagree on this. I would fucking do that shit in a heartbeat.
Stephen Bowman says that's the beginning that leads to other stuff that could most definitely lead to something else. You're very accurate, but vague as well. But he says science fiction movies show you the horror of some technology. Skynet in full force. Man, don't get me started on that shit. Because in Terminator, was it 2?
It was Terminator 2.
They used the hand that they found in Terminator 1 to create the technology that created the Terminators. But I'm like, that means you needed the Terminators to exist before you created them so that they could come back in time and give you the technology that you used to create them. I smoke a lot. All right, man.
Furthermore, no,
all right,
I mean,
we do. I gotta
we
keep this
do
one
gotta
pushing.
go.
Though. We
The
gotta
only
push.
thing I would think is I wouldn't trust some people that might be racist to put the chip in your hand and it's an explosive and tells you go kill this person or I'll blow your hand off. See, I'm thinking like that.
There we go, and I like that thinking because speaking of might be racist, we gonna get into it.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, hey, hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Cheers for beers, y'all. All right, so speaking of might be racist, this one blew my mind. It could have been a motherfucker say what, but I just decided to pull it on in as a Black Pedro pop in. I'm gonna do some a little bit of screen sharing with y'all here. All right, so I'm a 90s hip hop guy, you know. Give me that Redman, that Mobb Deep, you know, shit like that. And you know, that's where I live. Tribe Called Quest, you know what I'm saying? Most Def, Talib. I'm in there. G Unit, okay? Eminem, okay. This new shit, I don't always
What?
understand.
The virtual rapper? You don't.
I don't always get it, but I don't think this is actually letting me. Here, let me do this. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna share it like this. But not that. I didn't want to show that one yet. So let's pull that down. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this first, if I can. Sorry. No. Chrome tab. That's what I want. Boom. Okay. Sorry, guys. A little bit of technical work here. But this shit, right? Like this right here. You see it? Can we see it?
Yeah.
All right. So this is a virtual rapper on the left there, right? Like right here, called FN Mika. FN Mika. It was voiced by the brother on the right there. All right. I don't know his real name, but there was a virtual rap thing. Apparently says the N-word a lot. And the problem is when this company approached the young brother about voicing this virtual artist, and he did, you know, through the technology, they were able to take his voice and his tone, but now anybody could write lyrics for it and it'll sound a certain way, but not necessarily be this dude. And while the company offered this dude shares and futures and all of that, he got none of it and got boxed out for what Shang put up earlier. There we go. This. So now on the left, we have the writer for FN Mika, this non-existent robotic MC on the right. But you had a white boy writing all these nigga lyrics for this non-existent nigga. And it has since been canceled, but I think we've seen the first and not the last example of virtual racism. Even in places that don't exist.
Right.
Like virtuality, you know, like right. It's a non-existent, it's not real. But racism is. They took the brother's voice, applied it to some Tekashi 6ix9ine robot, and then had a white boy write all of these niggerish lyrics. Even Stephen Bowman, who seems to be our lone white representative in the feed right now, says, "Wow, that's racist as fuck." So if Steven says it, yeah, come on, guys, it's not just us, right?
But
Look, Nicole's got a new phrase: meta racism. Take that, Zuckerberg. We know what your company's up to. But this was just like so egregiously racist and also not real, but very real. You know what I mean? Like
right.
It's occurring in this non-real space in real time for us to really see in our real ass face, but not really.
Wow.
And it's so crazy, but I'm just like, this is the ultimate co-opting and appropriation of hip hop is, not just to, because there are people, a lot of us, especially older rap fans, have problems with some of the younger rappers and just kind of the images they portray and the way they kind of look and whatever. But this is like, you don't even need us anymore to manipulate us. Like, you can just cartoon the fuck out of Negroes, have white people write the words, and completely co-opt the entire culture. I ain't with it. I ain't down for it. You can have those virtual rappers.
As soon as I saw it. It said virtual rapper signed, and when I saw the imagery, I just went, "The fuck is this?" And it's like, you know what? It's the same thing. There's a thing that's circulating on. I'm gonna put it up on my IG eventually because there was some other stuff I posted. But the guy that basically Elvis inhabited, it's like almost
yeah, I've seen that. Is a brother,
and it's exactly the same.
He sounds just like this.
It's
a black man who sounded, and you can, when you see the video, I know what you're talking about, Shane.
It's exactly the same.
Elvis stole, like, and we've always known Elvis stole black music, but he stole a nigga. Like, he stole a whole nigga's soul and persona.
It was okay. White corporate America is trying to capitalize on the rap and hip hop.
Thank you, Steven.
But they absolutely are doing that. But this one it's so stereotypical. It's like, of all the hip hop to push, that's the hip hop you push. Even though there's other hip hop that is nothing like that. So you don't want to elevate, you want to denigrate. Yeah, that rhymes. Bars.
Treehead said Fat Joe tried to claim hip hop was created by black folk and Latinos. I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean,
what do you mean tried to claim? What do you mean trying to claim?
It was. I mean,
he did. They did.
Yeah. I mean, in the South Bronx in New York at the time, that 1979, like, yeah, there's a huge mix of blacks and Latinos in those neighborhoods doing similar things.
What are you talking about? Crush Crew. I can keep naming it. Treehead, let me tell you something. When I see you in these streets,
it's too much trees in your head.
Hey, first off, breakdance battle. We definitely going to see. And then when I'm done, I'm definitely going to get in your face and go, "You got served."
You know what it is, man. So that was just it for me, y'all. Look out for the bullshit. Apparently, this has all been called out. I'm not exposing anything necessarily. And this FN Mika, also a name I really just don't understand. But this shit has been canceled, and White Boy Rick on the left here, it will no longer have a virtual avenue to fulfill his nigger fantasies. But let's keep our eyes open for this virtual space as it. And we talked on the show about how both AI and virtual reality spaces are influenced or are racist because the people who are creating these spaces are, and the bias is, it's our bias.
Even Google, when you Google beautiful woman, the imagery that comes up are blonde white women.
That white.
But there's there's no other women that can possibly be beautiful. If you look at, you got to scroll and look and do a search. Strong black man or anything like that. That anything that's positive pertaining to people of color, for some reason, more difficult to find.
Yeah. Treehead, just to nuance with your argument a bit, she said breakdancing, yes. Rap, I don't know.
So, well, you're wrong, Treehead. And
I just want to get into the importance of words. So earlier, Treehead, you said Fat Joe tried to claim hip hop was created by black folks and Latinos. What we need to understand is the nuance of words here is that hip hop is a culture that encompasses rap, breakdancing, clothing, graffiti. You know what I mean? Like
It's
there
lifestyle.
are different aspects to the culture of hip hop.
Right.
And if you want to argue that Black folks specifically invented the rap part of it, not going to argue against that. But if you want to give Latinos for being a part of the B-boy movement, then you would be crediting them for being a part of the start of hip hop, not rap. So
Treehead.
In that sense, I think you've agreed with yourself, Treehead.
Yeah, and Treehead
that they have done both.
You know what? I disagree with the fact that you're even saying it, and this is for you.
It always ends up on me like, hey man, come on, dog.
All right, no, I'm messing with you, Treehead.
All right, man. So Shane, get us up out of here, dog.
Savage AF, I want to let y'all know before we get up out of here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, you know what? You make a better world for you and me. Also, go to the page, click the bell, and you know what you need to do. Boom. The bell, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends to subscribe to the channel, check out the show. We're going to be putting a lot more clips and information on IG. Speaking of IG, make sure you follow at IG. Black Pedro, boom, at the egg.
On the egg.
And make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. Like, subscribe, and I'm going to let y'all know one more thing after this. But my Shangry today is a particular little evil little man I want to talk about. And it's, well, you'll see.
You'll know.
Oh, yeah, let me tell y'all something, okay? Lindsey Graham, or Lindsey Flim Flam, that's his name now. Lindsey Flim Flam is trying to start some shit and wants to be the mouthpiece for a civil war. Yeah, Lindsey Graham, softest motherfucker in the world. Look at this nose hairs on this bitch. What the fuck? He looks like an angry squirrel. What the fuck? Lindsey Graham actually said that if we indict Trump, aka Orange Cunt Stick, and y'all know he's Orange Cunt Stick. Don't look at this fucking idiot. All right, if we indict him, there's gonna be blood in the streets, and it's gonna be he's gonna like fight. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. And I'm gonna wear something sexy because I'm a closeted homosexual. By the way, he is. I know he is. Come on. We already know. But yeah, Lindsey Graham said that. Now, what do you people in the feed think about that? Do you think that no, it's not gonna be let them fight? It'll be they're saying that there will be a civil war. They will make sure that there is blood in the street. They will make sure that they fight to save, even if Trump is guilty, they're gonna fight to save him. Yeah, squirrel face. I don't know why he won't trim his hair nose. Lindsey Graham actually said this shit. Lindsey Graham tries to act tough, and he's one of the softest people in the world because you got to be soft to fit up somebody's ass like Trump's. That's a lot of squishing. But he tries to.
It's like if you take a graham cracker and pre-dip it in milk, and then try and sell them. They're just gonna be soggy, dog.
So don't let this constipated squirrel face fool you. Him talking all that shit is saying that they're amping up the fact that I've been saying this, and that's why I'm glad that Pedro got guns, even though he don't want to be on the front line because he's probably a better shot. But I'm good with the handgun. But this motherfucker goes in with the shotgun. I seen him live do that, and he will take the legs off a motherfucker with the quickness. But Lindsey Graham is trying to shoot that shot. And now, because they know they're backed into a corner, the motherfucker keeps saying all kind of crazy shit and saying that there's going to be blood in the street. There's going to be a civil war if we indict Trump. And Merrick Garland, if you fucking cave in, you little squirrel ass Mr. Rogers, possible pedophile face motherfucker, I will hate you for life. Do what your job says, dude. The evidence is basically is in your face. This motherfucker should go to jail. And Lindsey Graham, the audacity of this long nose-haired bitch to say that, to indict the fucking base, to do something violent is the most bitch shit ever. And he should be he should be kicked out of fucking Congress for this, or the Senate. And he should never be able to hold a fucking political office in life when you say shit like that. And also your face, man. Stop it.
Yeah, that part.
Stop making that face. What do you what? Look at the sides. Look. Ooh.
Maya
Wow.
said I saw a video about Patriots training. Well, Patriots, you mean the New England? Tom Brady and them?
Or
he's
the
not even Patriot anymore.
Yeah.
I saw a video about Patriots training for the Civil War against the military. When the Air Force drops a few bombs, what happens then? Well, it depends on who's in control of the Air Force and who's dropping the bomb and who they're dropping the bombs on. But at this point, it would be hard for any singular group to fight the U.S. military.
Yeah, and
Like
you know what that buzzing sound is outside your window on the second floor? It's called a drone, bitch. It's a drone. Honey, did we order anything? So
what's the thing we did where the missile knocks on your door like, hello, we have your pizza here, but we didn't order a
boom. So yeah, so keep thinking that, Lindsay Flim Flam. Keep saying that dumb shit and see what happens, because what you're gonna do is make more people get hurt, just like what happened at the fucking Capitol when your fucking side decided to do fucking fuck shit. That was 3 fucks in a row. One more fuck, and here we go. Savage AF, we about to get up out of here. Make sure you check us out now. This week, I got to catch a plane to Atlanta. I'm going to be in Atlanta at the Atlanta Comedy Theater this Wednesday for the Comics Rock Convention with Hope Flood. I'll be doing that. I'm teaching a class, and then I'm hopefully getting some ass. No,
class and ass.
Class and ass. Everybody know that go together. No, I'm gonna be, and then I'll be hosting a show with a lot of young comics that's coming up at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. The tickets are only $10. Make sure you get your tickets. Go to my website. You can click on the link and get your tickets. IamShang.com. And me and this young man who actually is going to be selling kulaks. Y'all don't even know what kulaks are, do y'all?
You got to sell ankle socks and motherfucking windbreakers. We're
going to be at the Mic Drop Comedy Club next Sunday, Labor Day weekend, Sunday, September 4th, 7 p.m., hosted by Jason Rogers. Vince Royale will be on the show, and Black I Like Denim Pedro will be on the show too. So make sure you check us out in San Diego or a whale's vagina.
There we go.
Let's agree to disagree. All right, so we'll see you then, and hopefully by then there's no civil war, and Lindsey Graham is totally wrong.
But if there is, eat your neighbor. All right,
eat your neighbor.
Savage AF, yeah. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m.
We out.